Good morning, Dreyfus. I'm Vale Estrada.
And I'm Dylan Dam. Coming up today, we look back on the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. DSOA Today starts now. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated.
Don't miss your chance. Yearbooks are selling quickly. Yearbooks are on sale for $100 and can be purchased from yearbookordercenter.com. The school code is 486.
Seniors, the deadline to purchase senior ads for the yearbook has been extended to February 26th. Visit yearbookordercenter.com and enter school code 486 and select yearbook ad for a chance to be showcased and commemorate your senior year. Today, the sophomore class is hosting a spirit night at PDQ in Wellington on 2781 South State Road 7. Mention Dreyfus at checkout and a portion of the proceeds come back to our school.
The official Dreyfus mask, designed by our Dreyfus students, are on sale now at School Cash Online for $6. Show your school pride while staying safe with this 3-layer mask. If you need your mask mailed, there's an option for that. Visit School Cash Online to get yours today.
Attention freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. The yearbook will be having a photo day on February 16th and 17th. Both brick and mortar and virtual students will be able to participate and get a photo taken. There will also be a makeup day on March 2nd if you are unable to make it the other day. It is not a retake day. More information will be coming out soon, and follow at DSOA Marquee on Instagram to stay updated.
On Monday, we celebrated Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a day in the United States honoring the achievements of Martin Luther King Jr., a Baptist minister and civil rights leader who advocated for nonviolent resistance against radical segregation. Let's take a look at this video highlighting this American hero.
He began his career as a Baptist preacher, but went on to lead a sweeping grassroots effort to end racial discrimination, known as the Civil Rights Movement. Along the way, Martin Luther King Jr. made history and emerged as one of the most influential leaders of the 20th century. Before the Civil Rights Movement began, segregation policies known as Jim Crow laws kept African Americans in a separate and generally inferior world from whites. African Americans went to separate public schools, ate in separate restaurants, and even had to use separate public restrooms. They had to sit in the back of buses and give up their seats to any white people standing. But in 1954, Jim Crow suffered a stunning defeat. The Supreme Court declared that separate schools for blacks and whites were inherently unequal in a case called Brown versus Board of Education. The following year, in Montgomery, Alabama, a tailor's assistant named Rosa Parks refused to give up her bus seat for a white passenger. Parks was arrested, but Martin Luther King organized a full-fledged boycott of the Montgomery City bus system. 13 months later, the buses integrated. The Montgomery boycott inspired more efforts to end segregation. In 1963, King and other civil rights leaders organized the March on Washington. More than 200,000 people came to the nation's capital to demand equality for blacks and to urge Congress to pass pending civil rights laws. Standing at the base of the Lincoln Memorial, King spoke the words, "I have a dream today," describing his hope for a future in which all men would be brothers. The civil rights movement was changing the nation. In 1964, Congress passed the Civil Rights Act, which made racial discrimination in public places illegal. The same year, King was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. On April 4, 1968, Martin Luther King was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee. But the movement he helped to lead lived on, inspiring other groups such as Hispanics, women, and the disabled to fight for equal treatment under the law and completing King's legacy of greater social justice for all Americans.
That's all we have for you today, Dreyfus. I'm Vale Estrada.
And I'm Dylan Dam. Remember, if you need to send an announcement, please do so using the announcement request Google form shown on the screen now. We hope everyone has a great weekend, and we will see you next week.